All right, folks, we are going to work on this Dr. Mario one more time. We did all the exterior stuff over the summer, and it looks great. I'm really happy how it turned out, but there's one thing that's bothering me, and we're going to attempt to fix it. It's that buzzing noise. You can hear it buzz, and it is annoying me. And also that if you can tell the picture on the monitor is just a little bit to the left. You can see it's fine and it plays right, but you can see it's kind of like the bottle on Dr. Mario's off center. I tried adjusting the horizontal adjustment and it didn't do nothing. It's like all the way cranked to the right, and this is about good as it gets. So we're gonna recap this monitor. Inside we have a Sanyo EZ20. Got the cap kit for it. It also, what's weird about those monitors back in the day is they had the audio board right in the monitor as well. So that has capacitors and other things on it too. And we're just gonna, since we're gonna go in there and recap the audio board, we're gonna recap the whole thing and hopefully adjust this left adjustment issue. And if not, definitely gonna get the sound issue. That thing is annoying, and we're gonna fix that. So let's get started. All right, we got the monitor out of the cabinet. Cabinet's right there, and I've got it all apart. Basically, it was a lot of effort to get this cabinet out of there. Taking off the flyback was even a challenge because the protecting cover. You got the very dirty flyback board. It's not a flyback, I'm sorry, it's neck board, excuse me. That's the flyback, and it's dirty. We're going to have to clean that up. We're going to have to clean all this up. The control board seems good. This is the one thing I was mostly worried about was the audio board. They gave you the transistors and the caps for this. I put this mod in here hoping it would fix the sound issue. It did not. So I'm going to replace that with small pods and also use the cap kit here to fix up the audio board. And since I was already in it, I'm going to recap everything on this board as well. So it was quite the chore to get everything out, but we got it, and now we're going to start recapping it and clean it up. All right, we got the station all set up. I did some cleaning on the neck board. Definitely looks better than it used to. It's not perfectly clean, but it's better. And same thing with the flyback. Just a bunch of dirt. Just take like a toothbrush and some isopropyl alcohol and get in there. There's some more spots I could see you could probably use a touch up, but overall it's pretty good. We got the cap kit here, getting ready to go. About to get rid of use this to open up the caps. Yeah, we're looking good. Progress. It's time to start getting into the soldering of these. These caps got to go along with the audio board. All right, did all the caps, got them all in. There's all the old caps. I'll let my tools cool down now, and I'm going to let it dry for a while too. But the important thing is to make sure you double and triple check your work. I didn't want to film recapping or replacing all the caps because you can find 100 videos on YouTube to do that. But notice how I got the, if I could focus. Notice how I got the X's here on the caps, and how they basically you have to double check to make sure the polarity is right. You got that negative polarity going into those stripes there. This PCBs are pretty well marked, which are kind of nice to make sure I didn't screw up any as I'm looking over it again for the third time, because you screw up one of these caps and you might as well just blow up your monitor because you're gonna have a hard time figuring out what you did wrong. So triple checking. I also replaced that volume with that hack I saw on KLOV. Move that one little half circle capacitor over there and put in the volume one. I had the one I did in there, it didn't work, so now I heard somewhere you could have a problem with the wires interfering, so I just did a straight pot on the board. And I got it halfway, we'll see how that goes. And I did all these as well. They're all done and looking good. Still a little dirty in some spots, but that's okay. And I got the neck board, and we're gonna all put it all back into here, right here into this thing, and put it all back together and hope it works. Nothing like taking it apart and hoping the thing works after you put it all back together again. Wish me luck. Okay, I've got it all put back together. I don't have my microphone on me right now because I want to be able to hear the buzzing noise and stuff like that. So we're going straight out of the phone. This is mostly for prosperity and for my kids to see this someday, but the volume pod is that blue dial right there. I have it on middle. Hopefully that's going to be about average that we want. You can see the board's all been rebuilt with the markers on it and stuff like that. And that JB is meant to be unplugged because I did the workaround to remove that volume pot down there on this bottom board and move it back up here and disconnect that because that causes sound issues and stuff, which is kind of the whole reason why I was doing this in the first place. So I replaced all the caps too, so hoping that would help. Because if there's worst case scenario, it's buzzing and the monitor works. I just did all that work for nothing. But all these caps are replaced. You can see the yellow cord here. I'm hooked up to that clip right there. That post is marked as BJ. BJ is a test point for the B+ voltage. I've got my multimeter lead connected to the alligator clip, and it's connected down to BJ down there. And that goes all the way down to my multimeter right here, and the black is hooked up to the frame. Why am I doing this? Because a Sanyo EV 20-inch needs to have a B+ voltage of 108 volts DC. And I'm going to test this. And I've got my brand new Fluke multimeter, which looks so cool. You know, it's reading at 0.0002, so there's some sense of voltage going through there, which is fine because there's voltage running through everything, I guess, a little bit. I've got my this in there, and that's good. So I literally have not turned this on yet. So I'm a little, when you take things apart and put them back together, there's so many chances of screwing up. And I had the monitor outside of the game basically just so I can test to see if if there's something wrong, I can shut it down quickly and stuff like that. But I almost feel bad too because the on-off switch is right there in the corner. So if it starts sparking or something like that, it's gonna be like right in my face. So I probably should wear eye protection, which I'm gonna do right now. Okay. All right, grab that on. Okay, I'm nervous because I put it all together. I'm gonna start sending power through this, and feels scary because there's a lot of voltage going through all this whole thing. So hopefully I didn't ruin anything and make it worse because the tube was working. I was just making a buzzing noise. So, but I'm confident I did it all right. So enough of me blabbering. Let's go. And we're gonna go down to this switch. I hear static. Do I have neck low? I can't tell from the light here. I have 108 B+ voltage. Not bad. A little high, but not bad. I actually hear a small buzz in the speaker, which is not encouraging. But the 108.9, oh, I hear the noise. The game is running, so the speaker definitely works. Okay, I gotta turn this down. Okay, so that's actually very encouraging because it's so loud that it was buzzing. So I literally only have it at 25%, and it's still fairly loud. I could turn it up really loud. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wake up the neighbors because it's like 11 o'clock at night. So I'm gonna turn it down to like 25%. But I'm not even looking at the monitor yet on the screen, but there's like no buzz going in. I like hear nothing. And you can't hear it. I mean, I'm literally, so that's good. That's actually a really good sign. So now we gotta go to the front to see. I mean, I'm gonna have to adjust this, but I can't adjust it while it's on, because the only way I can adjust it is with this. Okay, I can hear the noise again. The only way I adjust it is with this metal screwdriver. This is all metal. Don't want to put this all in that stack area. Like, see that high voltage net? That's there to help the voltage not get out from that frame and into other things and mess up other parts. So I have to actually turn it off to do this, because there's plastic tools that make adjustments better. I don't have those right now. So I have to turn it off, kind of tweak it, and do on and off again until I do it. So I will look at that in a minute, but let's look at the front. And we see a picture. It's not the best picture, but it's a picture. And I love that it looks like it's in the center of the picture. It's even better. So we're gonna tweak some settings and turn up the brightness and tweak some colors. This is the whole reason why I had it out in the first place, so I can do this, but it's right in the center-ish, which is great, because before it was not in the center, so I don't think I have to adjust much on the centering, which is such an improvement over before. So, all right, I'm going to get that B+ voltage down to 108, and then I'm going to get these colors fixed. And I'll probably put it in and then record a video after that. All right, folks, we got the monitor in, the colors adjusted, and the screen centered, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Took a little bit of tweaking. We had to tweak the red, the green, the blue. The red was maxed out. The green and blue was too strong. We had to turn it down so the red could be adjusted a little bit. Had to tweak the brightness. Brightness is low. And obviously the centering, like I said before, but it looks great. Really happy the way it's turned out. Look how beautiful that marquee title looks and stuff. Insert coin, Dr. Mario pill there, pulsating. It's looking really good. It's been quite the awesome journey here. I actually did realize that this monitor and this actual cabinet was originally a Donkey Kong cabinet. This audio fix that I did where it fixes the sound and stuff like that, it happens on all the Nintendo cabs. It's not specific to Unisystem or Dr. Mario or anything like that. Like any of the ones like Donkey Kong or Popeye or anything you can think of, like Super Mario Brothers, any game that was from Nintendo had this buzzing issues from my understanding. And this was really a Donkey Kong cabinet. There is a little screen burn in there. You can't see it right now because it's not very strong, but if you turn the game off and I take this bezel off to see it actually get to the screen, you can see the burn in there a little bit. And actually on the backboard, the board that's the back cover here where you close the cabinet in the back, printed inside are the dip switch settings for Donkey Kong. So, and I remember too when we painted this and stripped this down to black, or stripped this down to repaint it to black and get the nice looking decals on here, it was some blue paint under there when we sanded it down. So interesting that they decided to convert a Donkey Kong cabinet into a Unisystem, you know, and maybe they did that at factory just to get the Unisystems out, because that was kind of the next thing for them after Donkey Kong wasn't really selling anymore. Or maybe some, you know, operator or owner decided to change it themselves, and who knows? Because the original connections there are kind of weird between the speakers and the sound and stuff like that inside. But it is what it is. Doesn't matter. I've got an awesome looking Dr. Mario cabinet with a perfectly sound, no buzz, and the colors look perfect, and I am super, super happy. And now I got to clean up all of this stuff and get it out and put it away. So small price to pay to have this awesome working cabinet. Hopefully my kids see this someday and it makes it helpful for them. Otherwise, everybody else, thanks for watching.